Hey there, Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. Today we are going to cover the Moon Astrology for the next 2 weeks. So that's June 8th through the 14th and then the 15th through the 21st, where we finish off with yet another eclipse. And there's another one around the corner after that. So it is eclipse season. We have 3 in a row. Pretty exciting stuff going on. So I did channel messages this week, but when I went to do that, it ended up being a message for the collective. It was almost 20 minutes long, so I stuck it in its own video, and I will link that below so you can check that out. But Spirit wanted to talk about these eclipses and how they're impacting your life, and so that was in there. Okay, so I wanted to do something to start for the overall energy, and since it is still Gemini season, I went with the Fairy Tale Oracle by Lucy Cavendish, which is about using storytelling to get messages across, right? And so let's just see what Spirit has for Pisces. We have voice. Okay. You have voice. You have the children of Lear. So this is a fairy tale I'm not very familiar with, and some of you might be. So I'm going to just kind of do the quick through on it. And in this haunting tale from Ireland, we learn of 5 kings battling to rule over some people. I can't speak their names. And so over the fairies. One ruler is chosen, but one king walks away from the gathering, proclaiming himself their chieftain in process of the choice of the people, and to appease them in time and to ease the suffering he has at the death of his first wife in childbirth, the chief offers him his foster daughter to wed. The king agrees and is brought into the clan more closely, proving the wisdom and the patience of the great kings. They have 4 children, a beautiful girl with long, fair arms, and a handsome boy, and 2 twins. Because twins come in 2s. I'm just saying. Who the wife dies giving birth to, and again the kingdom is threatened by the grieving and the loss, and so the second foster daughter of the great chief weds the heartbroken king, and for a time she loves him and cherishes her nieces and nephews, but she grows jealous of his love for them and falls into a fever and hits them with a rod of hazel, turning them into swans who must live for 900 years in 3 different places for 300 years at a time. They retain their human voices and sensibility, and they sing more beautifully than any bird. They are able to stay with each other due to their beauty and their voices. They are loved by many. The one who cursed them is punished to become the witch of the air, which she remains to this day and in this time. The children of Lear see all their loved ones pass and witness the retreat of the fairy and see the coming of the monks of the Christ. They are finally freed from their enchantment by a gentle Christian monk, and when they reclaim their human form, they are so ancient that he baptizes them immediately, seeing that they are about to perish, and they die within seconds of being human again. They enter their graves together, their sister holding each brother under her arms, as she did for 900 years when they were swans. I feel like I've read this tale somewhere, but not here because that was really disjointed. Are you still with me? Because I don't know if I would have stuck through that. Okay, so it says you may change form, but your voice remains. Use your voice to speak your story, shift from faith to another, releasement from long family burdens. Oh, that is a big deal. That is a huge deal. Right now we have karma shifting big time. We are having this big karmic release of ancestral burdens that we've been carrying in our DNA. And as we're shifting into the next era, like the age of Aquarius, right? There is this big karmic release that is going on. The wisdom to stay together with loved ones, to me, that is about the soul family that we travel with. And lifetime after lifetime. And it isn't always good. And we don't always play the nice person in each other's life. And like sometimes the things that we learn are from our soulmates that are teaching us the hard lessons, right? Sometimes it's really complicated and really hard. And but that's still your soulmate. And in the next lifetime or in another timeline at the same time, however you want to look at that, they're the good guy. And so having forgiveness for them and yourself, because you had to learn these things and go through these things, but finding your voice, learning who you are, being willing to stand in your truth and to speak who you are becomes very key. And I somehow think this week we've got this eclipse happening in your 5th house of fun and romance and creativity. And so being able to shine out, like they could sing, right? But they could sing better as the swans. And swans are about transformation. So allowing yourself to transform whatever your creativity is into something that is bigger and beautiful, more beautiful, that is more expansive, more representative of your sense of creativity on whatever level that is. And so it could be that you're literally pregnant. It could be that you've taken up a new creative art project and now you're getting better at it. Or you have been working on something for a long time and now you're willing to share it with people. And it doesn't necessarily mean like getting a book published. It could mean that, but it could mean that maybe you've been writing the song and you haven't wanted to tell anybody, but finally you like play it for your family and their friends. It is finding your voice and your creativity and being able to put it out there to share it with others and be willing to transform and allow this creativity to transform your life. And it may transform your life in a financial way, but I feel like more than anything, it transforms your life in the I can do anything way. Like that self-confidence, that belief in yourself. That's what it feels like. So that's pretty cool, actually. Very cool message. Okay, and very long. I'm so sorry about that. I try not to do that, but wow. I didn't really know that story, and I didn't want to try to guess what it was. So, that's what happens. All right, let's move into the week. So we start out, so we had that eclipse that happened up in Sagittarius. For you, that would have been in your 10th house of career. And so you may have noticed that there was something that you wanted to do for a career that you're like, that does not fit. That doesn't fit anymore, and I don't want to do that. I want to shift. I want to change. I want to expand. I want to grow. I want to do whatever. It's releasing some long-held belief that you had and being willing to move forward and move on, because in your heart of heart, it doesn't really feel right. And so that is making that change. And so when you make a major change like that, it's a little, you feel a little off balance. And so the moon moved into Capricorn over the weekend to help regain our balance. And so we start off with Monday with the moon in Capricorn, and we're still working to catch our breath, to find our balance. Meanwhile, Mercury is in shadow now. And so it's really time to focus in on projects that you have ongoing and balancing your time and energy into it. This feels more like the Virgo energy of it, which is your opposite sign anyway. So this probably will really play into it. But it's about, are you putting energy into things that are actually yielding something? Or, there's a difference between busy and busy work. Busy with work and busy work. And so what are you doing there? So is the effort you're putting in yielding the results? Whoa! Did not see that coming. All right, so, okay. This right here, you know how the second wife, the aunt, was all jealous? You have releasing jealousy. So, wow. Okay. So this could be jealousy in any number of areas or arenas of your life. If you are feeling like somebody's more talented, somebody has a better relationship, I wish I had this. Oh, I wish I had what my neighbors have. They have a really nice boat and I don't even have a rowboat. Whatever it is. When you're jealous about other people's success, it blocks the opportunities for you to have success come to you. And it came out with Windfall of Abundance. And so I feel like with this, it feels like career stuff though. So if you were willing to let go of a long-held belief that other people get all the good stuff and you don't, as far as work goes or finances go or career goes, if you were able to do that with that eclipse, and you still have time to do that, you have plenty of time to do that, that opens the door to the windfall of abundance. And I feel like it won't happen next week. When I see this card come out, it always feels like, you know, it might not be until the winter, wherever you are. So, Southern Hemisphere, we're talking in a few months, or, you know, right now, actually, right? Your winter time. Or it could be that it's at Christmas time because it's Santa Claus. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, your health, and your charitable work. So releasing the jealousy opens the doors. That's the pruning out. That's the cutting things out so that something new can grow and fill in. That is allowing yourself to see the beauty in life, changing your perspective. That it's beautiful that somebody else is getting what they want, because that means that there's stuff out there to be gotten. Like, that isn't impossible. If they did it, I can do it too. So the moon is going to move into Aquarius at 8:54 p.m. on Monday. And shortly thereafter on Tuesday, it's going to come into a square with Uranus that rules Aquarius, but it's over there in Taurus. And so this is like that tension of noticing that the change is coming, and I need to break these habits of the past, and I need to replace them with new methods, new ideas. You're being challenged to move out of complacency and allow yourself to shoot forward. And part of that feels like being willing to release, feeling like other people get what you don't get. Oh, nice. You have the fates. It is about divine timing. The abundance is going to come in divine timing, but you need to create space for it. You need to let go of this lower energy so that the high vibrational energy can come in. Ask St. Raphael to come and help you to heal in the area of your heart, anything that you're feeling jealous about, because jealousy is like, that is a self-esteem issue. That is thinking that you can't have it, like you're not good enough to have it. And you are. You're totally capable of it. Self-esteem, self-value, and so forth, especially if you're Pisces rising, that's in the house of Aries. And Aries is about taking action and having ideas and a sense of self. But the ideas need to be developed. So I feel like you're leaving something on the table in your life. Like there's something that would yield these results for you if you would put the energy into that instead of the energy into being angry that somebody else, or jealous that somebody else has what you think you should have, and instead put your energy into focusing on what you can do to help yourself, your situation, your creativity. There's a growth opportunity here in a very creative space, it feels like. And so, oh, this is nice. So if you can take the experiences that you had and distill it into the wisdom, because when the moon moves into Pisces, that is on at 5:32 a.m. on Thursday morning, and this is that emotional release. This is the chance to escape into the future that you are imagining so that you can create it. This is using visualization, and you might want to actually make a vision board, write it down, whatever creative thing, daydreaming, however. And then stand in the truth of what it is that you want for yourself. It says, I am noble, I am brave, I am strong. It is going to take a lot of courage to chase down this dream, because you're moving out of the complacency. You are being aided by divine timing here, but you have to allow and create space for it by letting go of the lower vibrational energies that are holding you back. It's what it feels like. So on Saturday, the moon is going to move into Aries at 5:03 p.m. So that's Saturday evening and Sunday and into Monday. We have the moon in Aries. And there's this, we all want to get going on something, right? And it feels like it's moving really slow. And part of that is you've got Mars sitting there in Pisces, which is really sluggish energy. And so this moving out of complacency is going to take being noble, being brave, being strong, really pushing yourself to climb that mountain. It's hard sometimes just to get up out of bed, right? Because of this energy the last couple of weeks. It's been hard. So, and everybody's feeling it, but of course, being Pisces, you're definitely feeling it. So start by, when you wake up in the morning, think about all the things that you're grateful for. Start with counting your blessings. And then saying, I am grateful that today there is the flow of abundance of blessings is open to me. And I'm going to go out there and figure out what I'm going to do next, or please help me and guide me. And you are being guided and protected through this. I feel like the I am statements are going to be really important for you. I am energetic. I am vitality. I am creative. I am open. I am receiving the flow of abundance. I am open to ideas and help and guidance from spirit. Like, I am in touch with that. You're thriving. So the thing I like about this, got 4 legs on the ground, but it's got the 2 antennas pointed up and receiving the messages from the divine. So taking the inspiration and pulling it down into earth and manifesting it through effort. It's kind of like the magician to me. It's like as above, so below. You can create for yourself what you want. It is going to take determination. It is going to take getting out of your own way. Like, do not worry about what other people have. Whatever. They did their own manifesting. That just means that you can do it too. That's all that means. That means that it's possible. Instead of being upset that they have it, think of it as a flag waving that says, look what's possible. Look over here. I can do this. You can do it too. And get excited about it for them. So this thriving here, this is, oh, let's go ahead and move into the next week. I should timestamp this. Hold on. Okay, so this is your opportunity, to receive the messages, the divine inspiration coming through, grounding it down into practical action steps in order to thrive. And this is going to take pushing through the resistance, and this resistance really feels like it's, first off, you have to resist, you got to push through the resistance of Mars and Aries. I'm sorry, Mars and Pisces, that energy. But also I feel like this is the resistance of the complacency within you, the I'm not good enough feeling, you have all the capabilities of, everybody can do anything once they decide to do it. And so pushing through and allowing yourself to be at peace with the timing on this, although I feel like there's a real promise of within the year of seeing some real progress. We're releasing to the divine. See the butterflies? That is manifesting in the physical 3D world something. Spiritual manifestation to me looks like a dragonfly. When I see the butterflies, to me that is about being able to manifest something here in the 3D world, whatever it is that you're trying to do. If you're trying to get a creative project off the ground, if you're trying to bring in a financial situation, even a relationship, that's 3D manifestation. Fate is at play here. The divine timing, things are moving and being orchestrated. So releasing the timing, the how and the when to spirit, and instead focusing on the action steps that you can do. You've been receiving the inspiration, and now it's time to take some action. Start moving forward. Allow yourself to thrive. So on Tuesday, that moon is going to be in very practical, getting stuff done, Taurus. And so surrendering over for this change, negotiating with yourself that you don't need to be in control. What you do need to know is kind of the direction you want to move in. The more you can identify where you want to go, the faster it's going to move, but at least have a general idea. And I'm always in the right place at the right time with the right people, and trust that Spirit will bring that to you. Love is all around. This is your 5th house of fun and romance coming up with that eclipse. So, there's that too. There is that too. On Thursday, the 18th, Mercury goes retrograde. So again, water signs really need to be paying attention to what this means. It's in Cancer. So this is about communication being muddled and hard to understand, especially if emotions are involved in the communication. And so it requires listening with all your senses. Reading between the lines, being willing to say, okay, I think what you're saying is blah, blah, blah. Is that correct? Before you respond, So it's responding instead of reacting. It's taking that breath, taking that pause. Also, when you're saying something to somebody, notice their body language. Are they receiving what you're trying to say? And say, maybe I need to put that another way. What do you think I said? So that you can, and then, no, that's not how I meant that. So let me see if I could put it another way. So communication is going to be also really slow, right? Mercury goes direct on July 12th, and then it's another couple weeks that it's in shadow. And so there's it's the next few months. And when you look at what's going on in the world, the fact that communication is going to be muddled is a little unfortunate. So pack your patience for that. So the moon moves into Gemini at 5 p.m. And so the moon will be void, of course, for a little bit there. And it's important to get a good night's rest, to slow down, and then surrender to the divine. Say, this is what I'm asking for, and I'm open to receiving all the help and the guidance that you can give me, and putting me in the right place at the right time with the right people. You have love is all around here. And then you have the feather. This calling card tells you that Spirit is near. So if you're seeing feathers in your life, that's significant. You're blessed with majesty, vision, and power. Have you ever seen a giraffe run? I don't want to get run over by one. You have the power, you have the vision. The question is, can you push through the resistance and trust that the divine is there helping you and guiding you and giving you the information and resources you need to get this windfall of abundance? It's there. It's a matter of trusting and looking for it and taking action, right? You have to take some kind of action. You have to do something, small baby steps, but you have to, sometimes the small baby step is getting up in the morning. Oh gosh, I went through this really rough time in my life where literally was in bed for 3 weeks. I'm not even lying about that. I was so heartbroken. And then one day I got up and I took a shower. And it was exhausting to take a shower. I took a shower. And the next day I got up and I got dressed. Took a shower and got dressed. And the next day I got up and I took a shower and I got dressed and I walked downtown because I thought I should probably get a job. So I need something to wear. So I went and bought an interview outfit. And then I made a phone call to the headhunter. And so every day there was just this baby step, but I built on the progress. Sometimes you just got to make yourself take that first step. Look, you have believe. This new moon is happening in your 5th house of fun, romance, creativity. It is a big freaking deal for you. The last 18 months you've been learning about self-love and self-care, right? As the North Node has been in Cancer, and that's all what it's about. And the South Node's been in Capricorn. It's about letting go of other people's authority over you and accepting your own and knowing that you can love and nourish yourself and take care of yourself. It is that new beginning that you're moving into. Harris says, you got to let go of the jealousy. You had the jealousy card, so it's really significant. This moon is in Pluto for this. It's Moon and Pluto is at 0 degrees Cancer is what the degree symbolizes, which is big emotional transformation of moving out of isolation. And you have the best is yet to come. You just need to believe in it. And I want to say you need to take an actionable step. You really do. Oh, so to Spirit, it's time to take action is what it says. So it's the two parts. It's believing and it's taking a step forward. Oh my gosh, no wonder they showed me that story. Okay, so, and I don't mean this one. I mean the one about getting out of bed. It's time to take a step forward. It's time to be moving forward. Right? That's it. You know, dust off your resume. Get your... Do your nails, and you don't have to go to a nail salon for that. You can do them yourself. Do something that makes you feel good about you if you're trying to attract in a relationship. Create some space in your life for it. Physically, you can clear out a drawer. Mentally, emotionally, what do you need to do? If this is about just getting out and having fun, is this about developing a creative project, whatever it is, believe you can do it, but it's time. You need to take an action step. So you say, so it says here, in the light of the moon, a full moon can shine light on what you have been resisting. This can be anything from your fears to your soul's beauty. So, I feel like it's a lack of confidence that is holding you back, especially because we have the jealousy card showing up. You are way more than enough. Okay. So take action, choose your own path, and what is best suited for you, be single-minded. Whatever this is, focus on this. Whatever this is, and you know what it is. It's going to be different for different people. You know what it is. Now is the time to focus on it, to take that inspiration, ground it, by taking actionable steps in the right direction. And things will start flowing for you. And then you don't have to be jealous of anybody. You shouldn't be anyways, but you won't even want to be. Because you'll be like, this is my magnificent life that I am manifesting. I am manifesting my magnificent life. I do it through the thoughts I think, through the choices I make, the action I take, and the attitude I adopt. Yep, Pyrite. My confidence is rock solid. I take positive action to manifest my goals. I don't think that Spirit has been unclear, except maybe here. But I guess this is about the jealousy. This is about the jealousy. I think that was a long story. It was about you letting go of the jealousy and the self-doubt, and instead, what can you do for yourself? What are you doing for yourself? Maintain an organized approach to life, manifest goals with ease, experience a solid foundation, be grounded and focused, and realize financial freedom. Nice. Step by step by step. And if all you get done today is you take a shower, excellent. But tomorrow, after you take the shower, why don't you add another step to that? Okay? All right. You guys take care. If you need a private counseling session, I do those. Details are down below. Otherwise, I will see you next Monday, and we will talk about what happens when the sun gets into Cancer and how that affects your life and how you can use that to really fire yourself up and start moving in this direction. All right. You guys get out there. Do something positive for yourself, and I will see you next week. You take care.